Artificial insemination. Here is a list of topics that are going to be discussed in this presentation. Artificial insemination. History of artificial insemination. Workflow for insemination. Methods of semen collection. Artificial insemination, abbreviated as AI, is the key technology in animal reproduction. Artificial insemination can be defined as the introduction of semen with living sperms directly into the female genital tract, either manually or by instruments other than copulation. It is a process by which sperms are collected from the male initially, and they are further processed, stored, and artificially introduced into the female reproductive tract, solely for the purpose of conception, resulting in a normal offspring. This powerful tool is mostly employed to impregnate females for livestock improvement. It is one of a group of technologies commonly known as assisted reproduction technologies, abbreviated as ART, whereby offspring are generated by facilitating the meeting of gametes, that is spermatozoa and oocytes. The first reports on human artificial insemination originated from Guttmacher in the year 1943, Stoughton in 1948, and Kohlberg in 1953. In the public perception, artificial insemination is often misinterpreted as artificial fertilization. Let's begin with the history of artificial insemination. John Hunter performed the first artificial insemination in human in London in 1770s. He is also known as founder of scientific surgery. Abbe Lazzaro Spallanzani firstly reported the successful artificial insemination in dog in the year 1784, which whelped 3 pups 62 days later. He also confirmed that the fertilizing power resides in the spermatozoa and not in the liquid portion of semen. Walter Heap performed artificial insemination in rabbits, dogs, and horses in 1897. Ilya Ivanovich Ivanov in 1899 reported the first successful artificial insemination in cattle. He broadened the practical methods for artificial insemination and pioneered his research in birds, horses, cattle, and sheep. This is a schematic workflow summarizing the principal steps of artificial insemination, that is, from semen collection to use for insemination. Artificial insemination stud is a registered animal retained for breeding, such as a stallion, boar, or bull. The initial step is semen collection, followed by evaluation, processing, storage, quality control, transport, storage, preparation for AI, and finally insemination. In evaluation step, we evaluate the sperm quality and quantity, and also the microbiological status, to eliminate the low-quality semen. Liquid preservation and freezing are done under processing. Sperm sorting is an optional step done by gradient centrifugation or flow cytometry. Boar sperms are conventionally preserved at temperatures 5 to 8 degrees Celsius or 15 to 18 degrees Celsius, and bull sperms are usually preserved in liquid nitrogen at -196 degrees Celsius, before insemination. Elimination of low-quality semen is accomplished in quality control step. Sperm storage can be done for hours to years in sperm banks. Both thawing and dilution of semen can be done before insemination, depending on the situation. The frozen semen is rapidly thawed at 37 degrees Celsius in a water bath to minimize damage to the sperm, and then further diluted with medium. Preparation of suitable artificial insemination device is required to carry out insemination. Methods of semen collection. The most common semen collection techniques include artificial vagina, electro ejaculation, transrectal massage, and collection of epididymal spermatozoa. Coming to the first method, artificial vagina, otherwise known as false mounting method. Artificial vagina is designed to imitate the female sex organ. It comprises soft material and mimics the temperature and pressure conditions of the natural vagina. It is treated with lubricants such as KY jelly, sterile white Vaseline jelly, and sterile white mineral oil. Artificial vagina is utilized to collect semen from many species, most prominently dairy cattle and horses, but also sheep, goats, rabbits, and even cats. There are certain limitations for this method. It requires trained or skilled personnel for semen collection, and chances of injury by furious bulls. The component parts of artificial vagina are listed below. This is the structure of an artificial vagina, and it is composed of an outer hard rubber hose that is open-ended with a nozzle for air and water, and an inner rubber liner or latex liner that creates a watertight chamber when inserted into the hose. Water inlet, through which warm water is poured into this apparatus that forms a water jacket. This is the warm water chamber. Semen receiving cone is a rubber or glass cone that receives semen, and semen collection vial is a glass or plastic tube that collects semen. The apparatus pictured here is the artificial vagina, and this is latex liner, water valve, latex cone, semen collecting tube. All these parts should be thoroughly washed and sterilized before use. The rubber liner should be checked for any defects, such as pinholes, which causes water leakage into the artificial vagina. The sequential procedure for artificial vagina method is illustrated here. First and foremost, the bulls are carried from their paddocks to the washing area to remove all the dirt, and the prepuce of the bull is cleaned with normal saline. The bull is allowed to first mount a live cow, which is known as the teaser animal, to arouse the bull, which contributes to the increased amount of viable sperms per ejaculation. The penis protrudes from the prepuce, indicating sexual arousal of the bull. After a few live mounts, the artificial vagina is inserted into the penis of the bull to collect the ejaculate. After the bull dismounts, artificial vagina is taken off from the penis. Air vent is opened to release the pressure from the jacket, and nozzle is opened to drain the water, which allows the ejaculate to flow from the cone to the semen collection tube. The semen collection tube is detached from the cone and is plugged with cotton wool. They are covered with an insulation bag with zip, and taken to the laboratory for examination, followed by sperm sorting, which is to say that, after semen collection, sperms are sorted into male and female population by a flow cytometer technique. Semen collection with mobile dummy. Sires in artificial insemination centers are usually trained to mount artificial dummies as it is risk-free, easy, and hygienic semen collections. The second method is electro ejaculation. It is a method used to obtain the semen by direct electrical stimulation with the use of electrodes in the rectum of sexually mature male mammals. This is an image of an electroejaculator kit. The procedure for electroejaculation method is shown in sequential steps. The animal is initially restrained in a travis, which is a device used to handle animals within the barns for longer duration. Preputial hairs should be clipped, washed, and dried, and the rectum should be emptied of feces. The electric probe or electroejaculator is then inserted inside the rectum, nearby prostate gland. The stimulus voltage stimulates the nerves of the reproductive system, bringing forth the pelvic muscles contraction and ejaculation. The watery secretion of the accessory glands is discarded. The portion containing semen is collected in a warm sterile glass tube with a glass funnel and further used. Electroejaculation method is preferred to the artificial vagina method under certain conditions, such as crippled dairy bulls, and low sexual activity due to age or other reasons. Injured or sick bulls should not be subjected to this technique. Though animals are sedated, the sperm quality remains unaffected. There are also few complications associated with this electroejaculation, and so it is less reliable method. Reasons include urine contamination, which renders the semen unusable, muscle strain, rectal trauma, larger volume of semen is obtained but is of lower concentration. The third method is transrectal massage. Semen is collected by massaging the ampullae and seminal vesicle through the rectum for 5 minutes. Glass funnel fitted to a collection vial is held directly beneath the bull's sheath to collect the semen during massaging. Semen quality was reduced in this method compared to electroejaculation technique. The last method is collection of epididymal spermatozoa. Firstly, castration is performed by removing one or both the testes from the stallion. The vas deferens is sealed by tying the ends correctly. The testicles are correctly wrapped and packaged. Next step is washing of the testicle, followed by removal of the epididymis, and cannulation process is carried out in preparation for semen extraction. Semen is extracted, and then the semen is flushed from the epididymis. The eventual step is cryopreservation of semen. Thank you for watching. Please do like and share this video. Also, click on the subscribe button and hit on the bell icon to get the notification of our latest videos.